What's going on, guys? Billy here from Storm Trades. Let's do another trade recap. I'll bring you through my process for establishing a daily bias, how I read the hourly market structure time frame, and how I executed on my gold futures trade here on May 8th, Thursday, May 8th, 2025. All right, let's get started. So, just like we do every time, we start on the daily. On the daily, we're doing a number of things. But for starters, we want to see what is clearly standing out to us. Considering price is always doing two things. It's either delivering from an internal range liquidity and going to external or vice versa. So immediately right here, when we take a look at the daily chart, we can see the price is currently located inside of a daily bullish fair value gap. Okay. Now, first thing that I'll do is I'll mark off the previous daily high and the previous daily low, and I also want to take a look at remember price can only reverse from a swing point. So we want to take a look at what's happened over the last couple of days. Yes, we're inside of a bullish fair value gap. However, we might be in the middle of creating a swing point up here. So we just want to mark off that we've swept the previous daily's high. So we have a little bit of conflicting information here. Something that I'll do to try and understand where we might be headed is just to throw a fib on the previous daily candle and see where we are in relation to that. What are we doing? Are we being are we currently trading under the CE, or are we trading above it? So currently we're way below the midpoint of the previous daily candle. Yesterday's candle closed extremely bearish after sweeping uh, Tuesday's candle. So on a day like today, it's not real clear which way this is going to go. Okay, so when it's like that, hey, I'm neutral. I'm neutral, and I want to move on. All right, and so from here, I can be neutral and still trade the asset. My main focus when I analyze one of the pairs that I trade is everything is pretty much done on the hourly market structure time frame. If the hourly is clear and we have a draw on liquidity, then I'll look for entries in that direction, even if we have a neutral bias on the daily. Okay. So let's take a look at, and again, we're always looking at time. So I trade gold futures from 9 a.m. Until about 1 p.m. So we have up right here, this is the 8 a.m. candle. Now let's take a look what's going on right now on the hourly time frame. Well, after yesterday's sweep, we put in with this strong close down yesterday, we put in a change in state of delivery right here. So this is an hourly change in the state of delivery, and this is supported by the fact that we displaced through it and left open a hourly fair value gap. So where are we currently located? Well, we're currently located just above this fair value gap. We have this large unmitigated bearish fair value gap right here. Okay. And what I'll be looking for, and what I was looking for this morning, is a move up into this hourly POI, and then I would look for us to deliver out of that down lower. And my invalidation at this on this trade was a close above this hourly fair value gap. At that point, I would assume that we might be coming up to test the midpoint and start closing above it on the daily candle. So let's play this forward. We had a tap in at 9 o'clock. At that time, okay, up until now, I've only been on the hourly and the daily. I'm not hanging out on the 5 minute time frame, which is my execution time frame. I'm only hunting once I've had a point of interest engaged. Okay, so once this hourly bearish fair value gap has been engaged, I am now going down to the execution time frame. All right, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Again, I know what my invalidation is. My invalidation would be a close above the hourly bearish fair value gap. And I know I'm looking for I'm looking for breakers, unicorns, and clear changes in the state of delivery, um, delivering out of the POI that I'm requiring before going to my execution time frame. So in this particular case, coming out of this hourly bearish fair value gap, it's 9:55 here, and I clearly have a breaker forming right here. This breaker is confirmed, or this unicorn here is confirmed on the next candle close. And at this point, I entered a short, stop at the swing high, take profit about 2R down below. Okay. And let's play this forward. Got a little bit of drawdown here. Could have made another entry here on the order block. And what we would be wanting to see is we want price to um, respect that order block. Okay. We ultimately would also want to price to respect this change in the state of delivery right here. And let's roll price forward a little bit. A little bit of drawdown, and we delivered to the 2R target. Trading doesn't have to be harder than this. Try to obtain a daily bias and at least understand how price or why price might move up or down. Move to the hourly time frame for your market structure or narrative. If there's a clear change in the state of delivery and some clear POIs that we could engage, those are where we're hunting. Once we have an engagement of one of those, either a hourly swing high or an hourly bearish or bullish fair value gap, once we've engaged that, we want to drop down to our uh, execution time frame and start hunting for breakers, changes in the state of delivery, fair value gaps, unicorns, order blocks, whatever your model is. Your model is not as important as your analysis and your understanding of narrative. All of those different PD arrays can be used. ICT's got a million of them, right? Talks about he's got 80 or something, whatever. If something, use whatever jumps out at you. In this particular case, the breaker jumped out right away, and then the breaker was confirmed as a unicorn. Obviously, we also had a change in the state of delivery there. In order to have a unicorn, you also have to have a fair value gap. So it doesn't really matter. You could have waited and just entered on one of the retests of the minus order blocks. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking to get on sides with high time frame order flow, and that's it. We had good trading day today. We also caught the 2R CL trade. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day and hope you got something out of it. Happy trading.